In the chilling silence of the night, the only thing louder than your heartbeat is your own imagination. Such is the essence of horror, a genre that has captivated audiences for centuries and continues to do so today. It's a genre that isn't for the faint-hearted. It's about suspense, mystery, and fear of the unknown, elements that make a horror video truly terrifying. But what exactly is horror? At its core, it's a genre that seeks to evoke fear, a primal emotion we've all experienced at one point or another. But it's more than just fear. It's about engaging the audience's emotions, making them feel part of the story. It's about creating an atmosphere that's so palpable, viewers can't help but feel a shiver run down their spine. Creating a horror video isn't just about scaring viewers. It's about creating a narrative that's compelling and immersive. It's about crafting characters that are relatable and realistic. It's about building suspense and tension that keeps viewers on the edge of their seats, biting their nails in anticipation. Think of the mystery element in horror. It's not about what you can see, but what you can't. The fear of the unknown is a powerful tool in the arsenal of a horror creator. It's about leaving things to the viewer's imagination, letting their minds fill in the blanks. After all, our minds can often conjure up scenarios far scarier than what can be visually represented. And let's not forget the element of surprise. A well-timed jump scare can send shivers down even the bravest of spines. But remember, it's not about the scare itself, but the build-up to it. The anticipation of fear is often more terrifying than the fear itself. So as we delve into the world of horror, let's remember one thing: fear is only as deep as the mind allows. In the following scenes, we'll explore how to build a captivating horror story, create a spine-chilling atmosphere, develop relatable characters, and master the art of editing. So buckle up and brace yourself, because we're about to take a deep dive into the spine-tingling world of horror. Every haunting tale begins with a captivating story. The heart of any horror video is not the jump scares or the grotesque imagery, but the story that unfolds. A solid storyline is crucial in setting the stage for fear, suspense, and mystery. It's the backbone that holds everything together, the thread that weaves the eerie tapestry of the narrative. To create a suspenseful and mysterious plot, you must first understand the art of suspense itself. Suspense is like a shadow in the night. It's best when it's unseen, yet felt. It's about the anticipation of the unknown, the wait for the inevitable. It's about creating questions in the minds of the viewers that need answers. Consider a house, seemingly ordinary, but what if the lights flicker without reason? What if strange noises echo in the hallways at night? What if the previous owners mysteriously disappeared? These are questions that plant seeds of suspense, and as they grow, so does the viewer's anticipation. Next, let's talk about unpredictability. Unpredictability in a horror storyline is like the sudden chill in a warm room. It's unexpected, it's jarring, and it's unsettling. The less predictable your story is, the more engrossed your viewers will be. They'll be constantly on their toes, unsure of what's to come. It's this uncertainty that fuels fear and keeps the viewers hooked. But unpredictability alone isn't enough. It must be paired with the element of surprise. A surprise is like a lightning bolt in a stormy sky. It's sudden, it's intense, and it's electrifying. It jolts the viewers out of their comfort zone and triggers a visceral reaction of fear. The unexpected twist, the unanticipated revelation, the unforeseen turn of events. These are the surprises that amplify the horror. And remember, a horror story doesn't always have to be about ghosts or monsters. It can be about the horrors within us, the fears we hide, the secrets we keep. It's these personal horrors that often resonate the most with viewers, making the story more relatable and therefore more terrifying. A well-crafted story can be your most powerful tool in creating a horrifying masterpiece. The line between the ordinary and the terrifying is often just a shadow away. This statement holds true, especially in the realm of horror. One of the most crucial elements in creating a gripping horror video is the atmosphere. It's the setting and the ambiance that truly immerse the audience in a world of suspense and fear. Let's talk about how you can create a chilling and ominous atmosphere. First and foremost, lighting plays a pivotal role. Dim, flickering lights or stark contrast between light and shadow can evoke a sense of unease. It's about manipulating the light to distort reality, to make the familiar seem strange and threatening. Remember, it's the shadows that often hold the most terror. Next, let's delve into sound effects and background music. The right sound can heighten the suspense, make the heart race and the hairs stand on end. It could be the creak of a floorboard, the howl of the wind, or the eerie echo of a child's laughter. It's these sounds that build a sense of impending doom, a feeling that something is not quite right. But here's the catch. Sometimes it's the silence that is more powerful than any sound effect. A sudden absence of noise can be jarring, leaving the audience in a state of heightened anticipation. It's the calm before the storm, the silence before the scream. It's in these moments of quiet that the audience's imagination runs wild, filling in the gaps with their own fears. And speaking of suspense, it's the lifeblood of a horror atmosphere. Suspense is about the moments of waiting, of not knowing. It's the ticking clock, the unseen monster, the door slowly creaking open. Suspense keeps the audience on the edge of their seats, their eyes glued to the screen. As you embark on creating your horror video, keep these elements in mind. Experiment with lighting, sound, silence, and suspense. Remember, in horror, it's not always what you see, but what you don't see that truly terrifies. In the world of horror, your characters' fears are your playground. Diving into the world of horror, the characters you create are the lifeblood of your story. They are the ones who face the terror, react to the unexpected, and ultimately guide your viewers through the eerie journey you've crafted. But for your audience to truly feel the fear, they need to connect with your characters. But how do you create characters that viewers can relate to and care about? How do you make them real? The answer lies in the intricate art of character development. Firstly, make your characters human. Give them strengths and weaknesses, hopes and dreams, pasts and futures. These traits, these little details, make them more than just silhouettes in the dark. Secondly, understand their fears. What keeps them awake at night? What haunts their dreams? What sends a shiver down their spine? These fears, these vulnerabilities are what make them relatable. They give your characters depth and substance. They make your viewers care about what happens to them. Finally, use these fears to your advantage. In a horror video, fear is your most potent weapon. It's the chill in the air, the shadow in the corner, the creaking floorboard. It's what keeps your viewers on the edge of their seats, their hearts pounding in their chests. Use your characters' fears to build tension, to create suspense, to evoke emotion. For instance, if your character is afraid of the dark, make them navigate a pitch-black hallway. If they're afraid of spiders, let a few crawl across their path. Play with their fears, twist them, amplify them. Make your viewers feel the fear through your characters' reactions, through their struggles, through their desperation. Remember, in the world of horror, fear isn't just a feeling, it's an experience. And through your characters, you can make that experience real. Through your characters, you have the power to evoke fear, curiosity, and suspense. In the realm of horror, the editing room is where the true magic happens. Here we delve into the artistry of the process, where raw footage is brewed into a potion that can send chills down the spine of the bravest hearts. Editing is an invisible character in any horror video. It's the silent puppet master, pulling the strings of suspense and fear, manipulating time and space to craft a narrative that keeps the audience on the edge of their seats. The role of editing in horror cannot be overstated. It's the difference between a yawn and a scream. Consider suspense, the lifeblood of horror. Suspense is all about anticipation, and anticipation is all about timing. That's where editing comes in. With precise pacing, you can stretch a moment to its breaking point, amplifying the dread as the audience waits for the inevitable scare. But how do you create this sense of impending doom? One way is through jump cuts. A sudden shift in perspective can jolt the viewer, creating a sense of disorientation and unease. Use them sparingly, though. Too many can desensitize the viewer, dulling the impact. Sound effects, too, can heighten the horror. A well-placed scream or a sudden bang can make hearts pound, while subtler sounds, like a creaking door or a distant howl, can create an atmosphere of unease. Remember, in horror, what you don't see can be just as scary as what you do. Let's not forget about the rhythm of the film. A slow, creeping pace can build tension, while quick, frantic cuts can simulate panic. It's a delicate dance, one that requires a keen sense of timing and a deep understanding of your audience's fears. In the end, it's all about creating a world that immerses the viewer, a world that feels real, even when the lights are back on and the screen is off. With the right editing, you can transform an ordinary video into a spine-chilling horror masterpiece.